Good evening, it's good to see you again on 7Edition. I'm Ras Adibaradzi and these are tonight's top stories. Malaysia views sanctions by countries as illegal. Tan Sri Dr. Jamila Mahmud takes home coveted 2019 ASEAN Prize. And Saudi Arabia announces IPO of world's most profitable company. Assalamualaikum. Malaysia views global sanctions as illegal as there are no provisions for it under the United Nations. Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad said Malaysia also experiences the negative effects of these sanctions as it not only involved the affected country but other countries that want to trade with it as well.
Malaysia is now being sanctioned because we cannot trade with a very big trading partner of ours, Iran. And other countries also have the same treatment. So under what law? They talk so much about the rule of law, they talk so much about rule-based trade and relations, but the very people who talk about this or invented these ideas are the people who are not adhering to their own principles.
He added that Malaysia is also being sanctioned because it can't trade with Iran now. Recently, the United States has placed various sanctions on Iran after a nuclear deal between the two countries fell through. The Premier said this at the leaders of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations ASEAN 35th Annual Gathering in Thailand.
Meanwhile, Malaysia has welcomed China's undertaking to maintain the peace in the South China Sea, where its wide-reaching claim overlaps with various ASEAN members, including Malaysia. The Premier said the problem was with other countries that tried to use ASEAN countries as proxies to pit them against China.
Masalah kita bukan pasal negara ASEAN. Negara lain daripada tempat lain mungkin akan provoke, dia cuba dapat sokongan daripada ASEAN untuk provoke pasal mereka bermusuh dengan negara China dan mereka juga hendak supaya ASEAN juga bermusuh dengan negara China. Tapi kalau jadi sesuatu perang ataupun violence yang akan menjadi mangsa ialah negara-negara ASEAN dan China, karena ini tidak berlaku di negara yang lain tu.
At the summit in Bangkok, Chinese Premier Li Keqiang had also said that his country was ready to work with all ASEAN members on the South China Sea Code of Conduct, which is due to be completed within 3 years.
Mercy Malaysia founder Tan Sri Dr. Jamila Mahmud is the recipient of the 2019 ASEAN Prize. The 59-year-old Tan Sri Dr. Jamila is the first Malaysian to receive the award, which was introduced last year. The award comes with a trophy and a cash prize of $20,000.
Saya akan memberi semua wang hadiah itu separuh kepada Surin Pitsuwan Foundation, iaitu satu Surin Pitsuwan Foundation, iaitu satu yayasan yang ditubuhkan kerana Allah yarham Surin Pitsuwan yang merupakan Secretary General ASEAN dan juga Menteri Luar Negara Thailand dan sebenarnya mentor saya.
Tan Sri Dr. Jamila was selected based on her contributions in humanitarian aid as well as disaster management in ASEAN. The award was presented by Thai Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha at the opening of the ASEAN Summit. Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad was also present to witness the prize-giving ceremony.
Congratulations to you. Thank you all so very much. May I now invite Your Majesty and your...
In Sabah, a 4-year-old boy perished in a pre-dawn fire at a house in Kampung Melisau, Tanghitan in Tuaran. The victim, who died in the 5 a.m. blaze, was identified as Joshua Frederick as he was trapped in the house. The State Fire and Rescue Department, in a statement today, said 2 other victims were also injured in the fire. They were identified as 6-year-old Shafiq Frederick and his grandmother Mita Diki, aged 64. Both were taken to the Tuaran Hospital for treatment. 11 firemen and 2 fire engines were deployed to the scene, and the team managed to put out the flames at 5:55 a.m. The body of the 4-year-old victim was taken to the same hospital for post-mortem. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Police are on the hunt for 2 men who allegedly robbed an elderly woman at her home in Taman Klang Jaya in Klang, Selangor last Thursday. A CCTV footage, which was over 6 minutes long, showed how one of the 2 suspects entered the compound of the woman's house as the automatic gate closes right after she had parked her car inside. The suspect then made the driver reopen the gate to allow his accomplice to enter. The duo then forced the senior citizen, who can be heard walking and crying in pain, inside the house before closing the door. Further details of the robbery were not available. Members of the public are urged to step forward to assist police in their probe into the case. 14 industry players made up of developers and industry captains in the property development sector were recognized in the FIAPC Malaysia Property Award 2019 last night. The prestigious award is seen as a benchmark as well as a driving force for developers to continue introducing innovative and high technology products, as well as ensure excellence and high standards of professionalism in the Malaysian market. The awards by the International Real Estate Federation, FIAPC, is coveted as the gold standards for the property and real estate industry.
I believe we are entering a very exciting stage in Malaysian property development as we see a lot of, very technological breakthrough, not only in the technology but in design as well.
2 awards for industry captains, property man and property CEO were also given out.
I still like to say that all the good work are achieved by my people, and certainly I am very proud of them. And of course, we are always growing.
I feel honoured and humbled by this award by FIAPC. We manage the KLCC precinct, and it is maintained for the last 20 years. And we thank to the leaders of Malaysia, the Prime Minister who has inspired the idea, and our leaders in Petronas who makes this precinct a success.
Awards in 12 other categories were also presented in the 27th edition of the event.
Very happy for tonight winning. It definitely gives us inspirations and it's recognitions. But I want to thank my team, all the staff and all the consultants who participate in these projects.
And it's such an honor and privilege for us to win this award. We were not expecting it. We worked really hard, and we're very honored to get it. Thank you.
The award presentation ceremony was graced by Yang Maha Mulia Cik Puan Besar Kedah, Hajah Hamina binti Haji Hamidun of Kedah. Also present was FIAPC World President Walid Musa. Meanwhile, the winner of the FIAPC Malaysia Property Award for the resort category is Mangala Resort and Spa. The resort is an award-winning eco-tourism hotel with high standards, with a design philosophy that emphasizes aspects of comfort and infinity. What's more interesting is that guests at the resort can immerse themselves in the various flora and fauna throughout the resort. According to its owner, Datuk Frankie Chua, the inspiration for the development of Mangala Resort and Spa came after he built a luxury retirement bungalow for himself. The construction took more than a decade as he had to rehabilitate the land that was once a former open mining pond.
Okay, the concept is this. If you see from the picture, earlier days, 20 years ago, this was a total barren, extinct mine. I would say 85% of the land is barren. You hardly can grow anything. There's no topsoil, nothing. Because of this, I also consult some of my friends and all this, how we turn it around. And it's actually, I would say, it's a long process, almost 18 years to what we are today.
The resort offers 4 types of villa and each with its own unique design.
At first, I start with 30 over villas and then now with 60 over. So at the end, I think with the hall, with all these, it will cater for maybe, I would say at the end, close to around 100 later. And then at least you can cater for wedding functions for 300 to 500 people, corporate functions, team buildings and all this.
The variety of plants surrounding the resort has also turned it into a paradise for almost 100 species of birds. What makes it special is that guests on the resort are served with umbrella juice and coconut water that are grown from its surroundings. Moving forward, Mangala Resort and Spa will be expanding its organic garden to make it even more attractive to visitors. After more than 24 hours since the start of the campaigning period for the Tanjung Piai Parliamentary by-election in Johor, Bersatu appeared to be very optimistic of retaining the seat, which sees a crowded 6-cornered fight. For the ruling party, its candidate, Carmine Sardini, has all the qualities needed by the constituents and is able to win the attention and support of voters.
This by-election in the Pontian district would be the second for the 66-year-old Carmine, an architect and mosque imam. He was Bersatu's candidate for the Pontian parliamentary seat in the 2018 general election against Barisan Nasional BN, but lost with an 833-vote majority.
Masyarakat Tanjung Piai ini sudah bijak untuk membuat keputusan kerana mereka tahu bahawa pilihan raya kali ini tidak akan melibatkan perubahan dalam kerajaan Johor ataupun kerajaan persekutuan.
The 5 others in the fray are BN's Datuk Seri Wee Jack Seng, Gerakan's Wendy Subramaniam, Badrul Hisham Abdul Aziz of Berjasa, and independent candidates Ang Chuan Lok, founder of a tuition centre, and Faridah Aryani Abdul Ghaffar, representing All Malaysia Taxi Coalition. As for Carmine, he is targeting to meet about 10,000 voters daily during the campaign period until November 15th, as members of the community may have heard of his name but have not met him in person.
Sebenarnya, PRK ini kena perlu kekalkan parti pemerintah. Kalau tidak, apa yang telah dirancangkan, sesuatu yang di kawasan ini, sama ada master plan dirancangkan oleh pejabat daerah sebenarnya tak akan dapat dilaksanakan dengan mudah. Kalau pertimbangkanlah. Kalau parti pemerintah sudah belum tentu kita bawa ke peringkat, diangkat kepada kerajaan, melalui menteri, melalui parlimen, mungkin dia akan lebih mudah diluluskan, insyaAllah.
The Tanjung Piai parliamentary seat has about 57% Malay voters, 42% Chinese voters, and 1% Indian voters.
We're taking a short break, but when we return, men who did nothing to rescue dog attack victim get bashed by netizens. Stay with us. I'm Ras Adibarazzi, and you're still with us on 7Edition. Saudi Arabian oil company, or Aramco as the oil giant is usually known, kickstarted its initial public offering IPO on Sunday, announcing its intention to list on the domestic bourse in December. The move could shatter records and even give investors the chance to own a piece of the world's most profitable company. The Saudi Arabian state oil company, however, did not give a time frame or say how much of the company it would sell, but sources say that it could offer 1 to 2% of its shares on the local bourse, raising as much as 20 to 40 billion US dollars, and then list another slice on an international exchange at a later date with a total public sale of roughly 5% of the company.
In a statement, Aramco said the IPO would be split into 2 tranches, institutional and individual investors, adding that the percentage of shares to be sold and the purchase price would be determined after the book-building period. The oil giant said it posted a net income of $68 billion during the 9-month period ending on September 30th, while revenues and other income related to sales for the same period amounted to $244 billion. Confirmation of the share sale in Aramco comes about 7 weeks after crippling attacks on its oil facilities, underlining the kingdom's determination to push on with the listing regardless. According to local media, the company plans to release the IPO prospectus this November 10th. Aramco said the Saudi market regulator had issued an exemption for non-resident institutional foreign investors to subscribe.
Chinese phone giant Huawei stated on Sunday it was ready to roll out 5G infrastructure across Southeast Asia, dismissing US warnings its tech could be used to hover up data for Beijing. The firm has emerged as a key protagonist in the wider US-China trade war that has seen tit-for-tat tariffs imposed on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of goods. President Donald Trump's administration has warned Huawei's equipment could allow China to spy on other countries and has effectively blocked American companies from selling US technology to the firm. But the company has repeatedly denied the accusation, saying it is the victim of tech envy. Now let's hop on to Clickbait, where we take a look at what's trending and making the rounds in the cyber world today. In any community, we will usually help each other out, especially in our times of need. But sadly, this wasn't the case for a boy in Kedah who got attacked by a large dog while a group of at least 10 men just stood idly by and did nothing to help or save him. Video of the incident recorded by one of the witnesses went viral, raking in over 25,000 views since its upload on the same day. Take a look at this story. According to Sinchu Daily, 12-year-old Tia Tian Bin was attacked by the canine in Kampung Datuk Said Naha Kuah on Wednesday. In the 25-second clip, a man's voice could be heard asking for others at the scene to bring a wooden stick to chase the dog away. Unfortunately for him, the onlookers were too scared to approach and rescue the poor boy. After a while, the pooch stopped being aggressive and Tia could be seen struggling to get back on his feet while the dog just calmly sat next to him. The incident sparked outrage among netizens who slammed the man's inactions. However, it's difficult to judge the actual situation based on the short footage. Fortunately, in the end, Tia was all right, although he suffered some injuries. Inspector Nur Azli bin Muhammad Klapia and his team from the Langkawi Police Department later visited the victim and his family to see how he's doing, and also to contribute some monetary aid to cover Tia's medical fees. According to police, the dog does have an owner, but was left roaming freely and unsupervised. In a Facebook post, the authorities also advised members of the public to keep an eye on their pets to avoid incidents like this from happening again. Now updated as of 7 p.m, here are the top trending topics and searches on the internet today. We're back with Car Culture, our segment on all things automotive. Volvo Car Malaysia is confident in growing its premium sedan market in the country with the introduction of the all-new Volvo S60. It hopes the new S60 would strongly position the brand in the mid-size premium sports sedan market, providing growth opportunities locally. Wan Izul Islam has the details.
Now, Volvo Malaysia has unveiled its latest addition to the market with the launch of the Volvo S60. Now, this car is claimed to be the true driver's car by Volvo, which combines performance, sustainability, as well as safety into this premium mid-size sports sedan. Let's go find out more. Boasting powerful performance through innovation, the new S60 is powered by a turbocharged T8 twin engine with an AWD plug-in hybrid that delivers 407 horsepower. Paired with an 8-speed automatic geartronic transmission, the new S60 is able to reach 0 to 100 km per hour in just 4.4 seconds. Strong performance is also equally balanced with low emissions, having a combined fuel consumption of only 2 litres per kilometre.
We are very happy to launch our new S60 Volvo. This is a plug-in hybrid from the Sabah platform. This is very, very special because this is a car which delivers extreme power, extreme performance and extreme safety while being very, very responsible. So this is a very unique offering. It's a sports sedan which is lovely and it's a driver's car.
The interior of the new S60 includes luxurious contour seats with exclusive charcoal fine nappa leather or open grid textile upholstery and tailored dashboard. An intuitive tablet-style touchscreen interface makes up the car's infotainment system, which is fully compatible with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Other features include various car functions, navigation and in-car entertainment apps coupled with Harman Kardon premium sound system and a panoramic roof. The new S60 also includes many safety features and technologies through Volvo's scalable product architecture SPA platform. Among the features include city safety with auto brake technology that helps drivers avoid potential collisions with pedestrians, cyclists and large animals. A pilot assist system also supports the driver with steering, acceleration and braking on well-marked roads up to 130 km per hour and has been upgraded with improved cornering performance. On the road without insurance, the new Volvo S60 will be priced at 295,888 ringgit, with customers able to choose between 5 distinct colours. Wan Izul Islam for 7Edition.
Now it's time for our My Game On segment with the latest esports news in Malaysia. The Southeast Asia Finals for the World Electronic Sports Games, WESG 2019, is underway with 38 teams competing for a total prize pool of $105,000. The 3-day event happening at Quill City Mall in Kuala Lumpur will see who is crowned as champions and will represent Southeast Asia at the WESG Grand Finals next year. Wan Izul Islam again has the details.
Welcome to the Esports segment with me, Wan Izul Islam. Happening here at Quill City Mall, the convention center, is the World Electronic Sports Games WESG Southeast Asia Finals for the year 2019. A total prize pool of $105,000 up for grabs for teams from 10 different countries from all around Southeast Asia. 4 games are being played right now. Counter-Strike Global Offensive CSGO for the men's division, Counter-Strike Global Offensive CSGO for the women's division, as well as Dota 2 and of course StarCraft 2. Now, it's a 3-day event with the finals, of course, being today, Sunday, with the closing ceremony happening later on tonight at around 9 p.m. Before we move on, let's talk to Kelvin Lau, who is the CEO or chairman of AgriMind, who's also the host of this tournament.
Well, we're very excited here once a year, WSG Southeast Asia. A lot of engagement online this year. We are getting a lot of tractions online, so we're very proud of that. And a lot of players coming from all 10 countries. Again, the interaction is huge. So we're looking forward for a more fruitful year next year. Well, compared to last year, we have a lot more digital engagement, a lot of online viewers. We got a lot of engagement that comes from overseas, not only for Southeast Asia. So this is a big leap for us. So we're looking at all the other players that comes in. They bring their own fans. This year they're coming with own fans, so it's good for us.
And that was Kelvin Lau, the chairman from AgriMind. As you know, this is the Southeast Asia qualifiers for the grand finals happening in China next year around March. All these teams from all 10 different countries around Southeast Asia have worked hard for the past 3 days to compete and knock each other out for the top spot to represent not only their country but also their region for the finals. Now, that's all from myself, Wanizul Islam, as well as my cameraman Baxia. Let's go head inside for the closing ceremony happening at about 9 p.m. Let's go, guys.